All right, see if I got this centered the way I want it to be. I think that looks good enough. All right, what I'm attempting to do is put this Imperial logo on the top of that box. And I've got the black box there on Tinkercad set to the dimensions of the bottom. The box is 9 inches by 5.1 inches. And in trying to decide, excuse me, how to draw that over the top of the box, I thought, oh, I should do an old trick that I've done a number of times with posters and things that I make here in my classroom. And that is, well, originally it would have been an overhead projector, and you know, the old one, you know, that had the plastic sheets that went on there, and now I just use my projector. And the idea is I will make this image the correct size as the box, and then I'll do my drawing, and we'll see if I can get that to work. Yeah, that's a little too big. I'm hoping I can dial this in. Hello, little C3PO there. Oh, that's maybe. Let's go 2. Almost 1. Great viewing, I know. I went 2 more. Great viewing, isn't it? But, okay, that's not. Well, that's weird. Oh, you know what? I betcha I'm competing with the aspect ratio. Let's see. Four, 3. I did not even think of that. The aspect ratio. Then I might get it close. Okay, that's 4:3. Well, shoot, this may not work the way I want it to work, because that's not even close to projecting on the center of that. Normal. I think that's where I was normal. Normal's pretty close, but okay, so maybe what I need to do instead is just decide, okay, the thing that I wanted to do, oh, that's a little bit off. This one, is that gonna look better? That might look better that way. Okay, that's not gonna be too bad, I suppose. All right, so, oh, and then here's another thing that, okay, about 4.5 inches, is that the image is also going to be different when it's projected this way. You know what? I think I might just try the best I can. Grab a pencil. Of course, I don't have one handy. Is there any way I can move that so it'll be easier for me to do this? Towards the bottom of the screen. Maybe even a little lower would be nice. Double check. Is all of this getting on camera? All right, now you're going to see a little bit of the back of my head. Okay. That way, does it make a difference? Does it look better? Oh, yeah. And obviously we don't have an equal on that, so let me need to make this smaller. Because on that backside, oh, I don't know if that didn't make it worse. I am not liking that at all. Ooh, what about this one? No, it's still gonna have a certain amount of distortion. I'm gonna need to rethink this. I may just need to print the logo. I was hoping I could do that with the projector. I don't think that's gonna work in a way that I'm gonna be happy with. So I will abandon this. The next attempt will be printing this off, cutting it out, and then laying it on the chest. All right, so still put this where I want it. This is where I want it to eventually be. It's going to be related to something I do here at school, something we do as a school. Okay, I'll rethink this, try again later. Take two. I tried to use my projector at school to do this. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to, so I got to do it kind of the old-fashioned way. Make a paper printout and cut things out of that.
All right, this is super random, so I'm not expecting you to say yes, but you don't by chance have a rubber gasket someplace that would work on that right there?
Ooh, not that I know of on the top of my head. Did you, our junk?
I haven't yet.
That would be the only place that I could think of that might have one. Something like that.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, that's for your cedar.
Yeah, and it's been gone for a while, so it leaks.
Okay.
It'd just be nice if it didn't.
So it still works,
It'll
but
function, it just makes a mess.
I bet you we can. I bet you the hardware store has gaskets, O-rings. That's what you're looking for, is an O-ring.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it disappeared when my mom had it. I mean, well, it's one of those things that you don't really even notice.
Yeah.
So if you're not looking to make sure it stays in place, it's easy to lose.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to try something different. I was thinking what I wanted to do was outline this and then use my wood burner to kind of burn the image in. But I was looking up some stuff. You can stain over paint. So I think I'm going to just paint the logo on. I'll paint it with black and then stain and see what it looks like staining over the top of that. So how long does that tomato stuff have to cook down?
Oh, forever. So it'll be the kind of thing I turn off when it's time to go.
Right.
I just want to get it, if I can get the initial stuff done. Otherwise, I'll never get it made because it's got to. It's not a quick. Not supposed to take that long, but it always does.
Right. So I was watching this video because a lady discovered that she was losing views.
Uh-huh.
And then she found that there was an auto dubbing setting.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why she thought that might be the issue is because her views disappeared, but suddenly her thing was showing up, you know, like internationally.
Oh, uh-huh.
But of course it was all dubbed. But I mean, it wasn't being pushed to her intended audience, which was American English speakers.
Oh, she thinks it was dubbed and there wasn't.
So they were dubbing it in different languages, yeah, and then it was being pushed there. And so she was talking about this setting, and I thought, hey, I wonder if that's why I'm not getting the views I once got. So I went and looked at it, and no, that's not it. It's just a simple matter of lack of interest in what I'm doing. Although I noticed, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it looks like a ton of melting channels. I mean, their views are way down also.
Yeah,
so I just think it's, I mean, the whole COVID crisis is over, which is probably what helped spur a lot of those. Okay, that's gonna work. That's gonna work nice. Okay, assuming I can cut this out and then have it look decent. Do we have sharp, pointed scissors by any chance?
I do.
But they're fabric ones.
Well, no, I'm just. I have my little tiny.
Oh, those would work. Yeah, those would work perfect. If you don't mind me using them for my craft here.
Roman had the gall to tell me that I needed to organize my craft room. It's a mess. This pair's pretty sharp.
And these aren't like vital
No,
fabric ones.
They snip threads and stuff. I mean, they're fabric scissors, but not
Ouch.
like you're cutting.
Oh, that is sharp.
Did you just get this up?
Well, I was pushing it through the paper, and I mean, I didn't. I'm not bleeding or anything like that, but
They're very sharp.
yeah, that tip is exactly what I needed. Cut out this detail.
Okay, nothing in here.
Yeah, I think it's a stretch. Would be a stretch, but that's the only place that I could think of where a O-ring. So the question would be how to measure that to know to get the right one, or I suppose we could just take that, take the shaft in, and you know, it wouldn't surprise me if there isn't, you know, like you don't just buy one, but it might be an assortment. Okay, this part here is going to be really tedious, so I'll come back when I get ready to start drawing that logo on. What Wifey and I were talking about, just real quick, turn on the light here. She's making ketchup, and it's a very good ketchup. It just hit me as I got that first spot cut out because of the geometry of this thing. I only have to cut one of those out because I can draw my circle, and then after I get the inside done and the outside diameter, then I should just be able to rotate it, and then this should move into the next spot. So we'll see if that's going to work out, and that'll save me not only a bunch of detail cutting, but then I won't run the risk of cutting that outer diameter. So let's give this a try. Get this as centered as I want it. I don't even know how precise it actually needs to be, because it's going to get painted and stained. When I made these for the boys, I distressed it, and then I hit it with a torch. I think I'm going to do the same thing with this one.
What are you making that one for?
Okay, so for a while, because I've been making those River City coins, I wanted to do something. And I thought about whether or not I wanted to hand those out to students who had A's and such, and it's like, well, I don't know. And so, like I have for a bunch of years, I was tapped to come up with the first 7th grade student of the month. I thought, wait, maybe I should make these for like the students of the month. And so that's what I'm 3D printing right now. We'll see how this turns out. Whether I actually go through with it or not, I'll still have the box. But I was thinking about telling the office that every time we do a student, which will be each week, have them come down and I'll have them pick a coin out of the box that has the River City Titan sword on one side and Student of the Week on the other side.
Cool.
And then this will sit on the middle top shelf of my plant stand.
Very cool.
All right, drawing this inner part on these slats is harder than I thought it was going to be. All right, now let's see if my ideas about the geometry ended up being right. Oh yeah, that's gonna work just fine. Okay, I can just rotate that one all the way through. All right, and I'll come back when the logo is completely drawn. All right, here's the finished hand-drawn logo on the top. I'm not unhappy with that. Oh goodness, could I have gotten it a little more centered there? Yeah, it still looks good. Try not to think about that too much. So then I'll go back and I will, everywhere that it's, this is the interesting part of this, everywhere that it's white here, I'll actually paint black on there. All right, break time. Doesn't sound like there's a lot of black in here, but I think there might be enough for what I want to do here. Maybe. You know, when I shook it, I was hearing stuff. My next trip to Walmart, I may need to replenish the black. Ooh, that's... Is that your phone?
It is.
Oh, well. All right, I interrupted that because we had a phone call that came in, and I didn't want to make any risk of adding somebody to the video who didn't want to be added to. But anyway, so then I completed this, and then forgot to turn the camera on after the phone conversation. Not that it was a big deal anyway. The only thing I'm not particularly happy with is that I thought I could freehand this a little bit better than I did following the lines. But as you can see, it's an uneven surface. So, I mean, that makes it a little tougher to paint on. You got different angles and such. So it's not just painting over the top of something. And then not only that, but I'm going to do some additional work to this that would probably is going to make some of those parts that I'm not happy with, like that spot right there. I'm not happy there. I'm not happy with that right there. But what I'm going to add to this a little bit later, that probably won't matter. I will probably go back through and erase, though, where I've got some extra pencil marks. So I'll take care of that. All right, this has got to dry, and then it's getting close to lunchtime anyway, and so I'll come back to doing more of this later. Next, I want to add some distress to this, and I think in times before, when I've distressed wood, I've hit it with a hammer and taking chunks out of it with a chisel and such like that. And I wanted to be a little bit more careful with this. So I grabbed my jug of coins. Part of this is the Grand Boys inheritance. And I'm just going to kind of use that to add some dents and such to the box here. So let me... Alright, I'm going to do the same side, or same thing to the other sides. And I'll do that off camera and then take a look at what we've got. Got some bashes in this now with the coins. I also gave it a couple of whacks and a couple of other spots on top with another piece of wood. One more thing I want to do, and in terms of age and such, and that is hit this with a little flame. And thinking about, I've got a low propane tank, so I don't know if there's enough in there. Now I'm gonna have to get one that's a little more full. This doesn't want to, I don't think there's enough in there. I knew I had to fill that tank. I knew it was getting low. I thought there might be enough for this task, so let me go and take care of that. Grab another bottle. I'm going to be using the wand, the torch that I use for burning out weeds. Thank you, neighbor. Zip it down the road. Alright, this bottle's got something in it. I think it was the one I was using last. My son got his is it Blackstone? Is that what it's called? His little grill, backyard grill. When he had his house built, he had it plumbed. So he doesn't need propane bottles, so I went from having 2 to now I've got 4. And I'm still working on finishing off. Oh, there we go. Yeah. There we go. This torch is pretty, puts out a lot of flame, so I want to be kind of careful. And I wasn't sure how that was going to go on the paint. It looks like it's doing okay. Alright, kind of like the way it is. I don't want to do too much. Don't want to overdo it because then I got to hit it with stain. That should do it. And woohoo, did not set the neighborhood on fire. I did take care of a couple weeds, which is what this thing was designed for. Should have went through and finished that off. Took out the weeds here. I'll get that later. All right, I'll put away the propane bottle in a bit. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to stain my little treasure chest. I think that looks fine just the way it is, sitting on that plant stand like that. I think that's going to be just fine. Thanks a whole bunch for watching. If you found this video entertaining, informative, or any such things like that in any way, shape, or form, please like and subscribe. Blessings.